Welcome to Destination Station, #1 station in the nation. As always, I'm Destin. Today, I'm going to do a Steelbook Blu-ray collection for you guys, just to show where I am in my collection of Steelbooks and some Scream Factory titles that I have. I don't have very many Scream Factory titles, but yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in here as well because I plan on getting more of those as well. So, got Deadpool playing in the background. That's one of my Steelbooks. Some of these y'all have already seen because I've done unboxings and stuff on my channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Like, check out my other videos. Just did a movie review on Lights Out. Me and my fiance Liz, we just gave our thoughts and our review on that film. We watched it the other night, and yeah, let's dive into this. I've tried to do this video a couple times. It was way too long, and then the video shut down, and then it just a big headache. So I'm going to kind of go through this pretty quickly. I'm not really going to do any reviews. I'm not going to take out all the discs. I'm just going to show you the titles, and that's it, okay? So just show you where I'm at. First, we're going to start with Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, Scream Factory title. It's got the slip. Yep, that's the old. This is the Scream Factory cover. Jada Pinkett Smith at a young age. Billy Zane, William Sadler. Tales from the Crypt. Love this film. Glad to have it in my collection now. Wish they would have made more Tales from the Crypt movies. Loved the TV show back in the day. So next one is Bordello of Blood. Tales from the Crypt presents collector's edition. Scream Factory with the slip. That's the old version. And yep, there you go. Corey Feldman. It's a vampire film. I don't know if you've quite seen it. Demon Knight's a little bit better than this one in my opinion. But I had to get both. So yep, had that. Just a little bit of information here. I don't know if you already know, but originally because this one didn't do so well in the box office, they didn't make another Tales from the Crypt film. But the third one was planned to be From Dusk Till Dawn, but they couldn't get the whole thing done with Quentin Tarantino, and it was going to be Tales from the Crypt, From Dusk Till Dawn. So yeah, that was going to be the third entry in these three. So yeah, if you haven't picked these up, these are really, they transfer very well on Blu-ray. Watched them a long time ago. Glad to have them. Some guilty pleasures. Check them out. Next is Army of Darkness, third entry of Evil Dead with the slip. Sam Raimi. One of his better films. Good film. Liked it a lot. Bruce Campbell. Great. Scream Factory title. Next one is People Under the Stairs. Wes Craven film that a lot of people haven't quite seen. Very fun movie. I wouldn't take it too seriously. It's got the slip. That's the old artwork. Sorry for the glare, guys. Kind of going to rush through this. It's the back. Tons of special features on all of these. But yeah, very good Wes Craven film. Check this film out. Next is going to be a movie that a lot of people... I bought this because a lot of YouTubers, excuse me, were talking about how good it was and everything like that. And I liked it for what it was. But it's called The Funhouse Massacre. And I changed the artwork on it. The inside of it is just the clown head or whatever. Yeah, it was fun. I liked the idea, but the execution could have been a little bit better. I know they worked with whatever they had. I don't know how big the budget was, but yeah, it was a great idea. It was just cheese and a lot of fun. Robert Englund's at the beginning. They got a girl in here that kind of has the you can tell she was thinking of Harley Quinn whenever she took on this role. But yeah. It's called The Funhouse Massacre. It's Scream Factory title. It doesn't have the slip. I don't know. Is there a slip for this film? Because I have yet to see one. So let me know down in the comments below. Next is going to be a film. This is not Scream Factory, but I was going to buy the Scream Factory version of it. But I was at Best Buy one day, and they had it for $4.99. And the Scream Factory title was $20+. So I was kind of like, I wanted to watch it again to see how well it held up to today's standards. I remember loving it when I was a kid, but it's The Return of the Living Dead, which is a great movie. It transfers really well. one of my favorite zombie films when I was a kid. Probably shouldn't have watched it. Too young to watch it. But yeah, very, very good movie. But it was $4.99. Hey, I just picked it up. I still enjoyed it. All right, that's it. That's it for the Scream Factories. Next is going to be the Steelbooks. I'm going to rush through these as well. First, we have King Kong, Peter Jackson. Blah, I can't talk today. Still trying to wake up. Peter Jackson's King Kong. The extended version, limited edition. Very good film. They got the new King Kong, Kong Skull Island. And I think next they're going to do King Kong versus Godzilla. So, yep. Very good. Next is Deadpool. Don't really like how they had the spine on this one. It's kind of upside down. Yep. I got that playing in the background, by the way. Opening it up. Oh, also, guys, I'm going to give digital codes away for free every weekend. So I'm going to give at least 3 titles away out of all my collections. And just be on the lookout for that. I'm just going to give them away. I don't ever use the digital code, so you guys might as well. So, yep, that's Deadpool. Next, we have Ghostbusters 1 and 2 with the pop art. It's the back of them. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to get that glare out of it, guys. I'm sorry. It's just a library. And you got discard on both titles. And I'm very glad I have discard on both titles because I heard a lot of people didn't get discard on both titles. Some of them would be discard on one and just a regular Blu-ray disc on the other. So I'm very happy that I got both of them, which isn't a big deal, but it is to some people, I guess. Next is going to be It Follows. Oh, also about Ghostbusters, the 2016 Ghostbusters, which I did a movie review about as well. It's supposed to have the pop art steelbook as well. I just looked that up a while ago. And so, yeah, I'm glad I got those copies. I waited out for that. It Follows. Good movie. Glad to have it. Took a while for me to see the movie, but yep. Very different. But I love the cinematography on this film. Very great. Big Lebowski. If you watched my channel, you saw that I just bought this recently. Added it to my collection. Watched it. Had some good laughs in it. I enjoyed it a lot. Coen Brothers. You usually can't go wrong with them. Hell Caesar wasn't the greatest, but hey, whatever. Minority Report. Haven't seen this in a long time. Bought it. Watched it again. Really enjoyed it. Great movie. One of Tom Cruise's best movies. I think Steven Spielberg helped make this film, but or he was the director or something on it. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I didn't really care for it whenever it first came out. I guess I was just too young to really appreciate it. Just kind of, I remember thinking it was kind of boring and kind of like, I don't really care for it. But now I like it a lot. I guess it was the serious parts. I guess it was too serious for me when I was a kid. I wanted something just action-packed and quick and turn your brain off, I guess. But next is going to be Ant-Man, Steelbook. Great Marvel movie. Great. I'm a big fan of Paul Rudd's, and Civil War is probably my ultimate favorite Marvel film. It used to be The Winter Soldier, but Civil War kind of kicked its ass. But them two, my favorite Marvel films, The Winter Soldier and Civil War. I mean, those Captain America movies are getting better and better, it seems like. The first one was good, just not as good as the second and third one. They have a steelbook of that as well. I can't wait for that film to come out. Next is going to be Allegiant. Haven't watched all of this film. My fiance loves this stuff, Hunger Games and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, discard on it. I think the Blu-ray is in the other player in the living room because we were going to watch it. I heard the next entry is because Allegiant flopped at the box office, that the next entry is going to be on TV. So, and then they're going to spin it off to some type of miniseries or something. I don't know. Just heard something like that. Next is going to be RoboCop, the 2014 remake. A lot of people didn't like this film. I enjoyed it a lot. No, it wasn't the same as the 80s, and I like those as well. This was PG-13. It had Michael Keaton as the villain. They had Gary Oldman in there. I mean, I liked it for what it was. It was very different. But I don't like on the steelbooks. I don't like these ones that I have. I think I have a couple other ones that have this, but this right here, it makes it look cheap. Don't like that shit. Don't like it at all. But yeah, I know a lot of people don't like it, but maybe I'm in the minority. I enjoy this film. Next is going to be Transformers: Age of Extinction. And yeah, a lot of people didn't like this film either. I'm not a big Transformers guy. I could care less really about them. They're fun. Sometimes they get kind of obnoxious. But yeah, some of the characters are dumb. Same old in every one of them. It just I don't know. I liked this one with Mark Wahlberg. Did not care for the boyfriend, the race car driver guy. Movie could have done without him. They should have kept what's his name, Jeremy T. Miller from Silicon Valley. They should have kept his character instead of killing him off soon, and they should have killed off the boyfriend. I would have rather seen him and Mark Wahlberg through the whole movie than this idiot boyfriend of hers. But yeah, he kind of sucked. But yeah, it was an okay movie. But like I said, not a big Transformers fan, so don't take my word for it. Next is going to be Gods of Egypt. I'm trying to rush through this, guys. Got that Illuminati eye on there. Anyways, got some disc art. Movie, it was okay. It was kind of too much going on in it. Didn't seem like it really knew what it wanted to be. It wasn't boring, I give it that, but there was some bad CGI and some good CGI in it. But yep, that's Gods of Egypt on Steelbook. Next is Fast and Furious 6. Yep, this is the only one I have on Steelbook. I have a lot of the other films, but yep, I went ahead and picked this one up. It was like I wasn't planning on buying the Steelbook. It was just right next to the other title, and they still had copies, so I just said, hey, why not? I think it was like the same price. But they shot that Blu-ray out as soon as Paul Walker passed away. It was like that movie came straight out. Like they just like, oh, it's coming out early now. I mean, it was like, I think in some places it was still in the theaters, and it dropped in stores. But yeah. Next is going to be remake a Total Recall. Colin Farrell, Kate Beckinsale, Jessica Biel. A lot of people didn't care for this one as well. Same thing with the RoboCop, but I enjoyed this film. I liked the original as well. I just took it for what it was. It was fun. I don't know if Colin Farrell was the right choice for this role. I mean, he's not like, oh my god, I got to go see that Colin Farrell movie. I mean, he's a good actor, but it's just, I enjoyed it. It was a fun little movie. Next is World War Z with Brad Pitt. Steelbook. See, this is another one. It's got those little cheap little whatever. I don't like that. I don't think this was the original Steelbook. I think this came out later on. It was later released. But yeah, good zombie film. A lot of people like it. It's pretty good. I think they're making a sequel. I don't know if Brad Pitt's in it or not. You guys let me know in the comments below. Another one, I think you can still buy the Steelbook. They made so many copies of it. I guess they knew that people were going to go crazy, and there were so many different versions and different exclusives at different stores. But it's Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I was at my Best Buy the other day, and I still saw some of these Steelbooks. But yeah, everyone's got to have this film. Let's see. Next one's going to be 13 Hours. Very good Michael Bay film. It's kind of him stepping away from, I guess, the Transformers films or whatever. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I mean, like you put on some surround sound, man. The gunfire, it was just like, man, it was shaking my whole place. I mean, like, I had my cousin asleep in the other room, and he came out. He was like, "What the fuck?" Like, he was pissed. It sounded like there was like a drive-by going on. But anyways, it's a good movie. Check it out. It's just an action-packed movie. It's sad, it's real events. But it's really good. I'm not gonna get in depth with it, but check that movie out. Here's 10 Cloverfield Lane. Not a direct sequel. Not a direct sequel to Cloverfield, but it kind of ties in with it a little bit. I guess it's in relation to it, but yeah, it's got that Hitchcock type look to it. Just looks like something that would be on the front of a Hitchcock movie or whatever. Next is going to be. I wasn't planning on picking this up at Steelbook. Like I said, this title was right next to the other one, and I never seen it, and I was hoping for the best. So I decided to pick it up. I think it's the same price, but it's The Last Witch Hunter with Vin Diesel. It was okay. Not the greatest movie. It was definitely should have been just a rental, but I saw the Steelbook and, wanted to check it out. And, yeah, it was okay. CGI was good in parts. CGI was bad in parts, but, yeah. Next is going to be The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies. Love the way this dragon looks. I think that's what sold me on it. Didn't get to see this one until it came out on Blu-ray. Watched it. Not as good as the other ones. It's probably the worst one out of all the Lord of the Rings or Hobbit films. They should have just made the second Hobbit, what is it? Smaug, whatever. The dragon. They should have just extended that to where the battle scene with the dragon at the beginning of this film. And once they defeat the dragon, they should have just ended it there. But they just wanted to make another entry like they always want to do and get some more money. But, yeah, it was fun for what it was. Not the greatest movie. Especially not the greatest in the whole trilogy. So, yeah, got that. Next is Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway. Good film. There's a few things that I had issues with, like the daughter on the deathbed at the end and him coming back and seeing his daughter really old. I know I'm giving away spoilers. Hopefully you've seen the film. I felt like that wasn't... I felt like there should have been more like a extended scene or something. I felt like that was too quick. It was just like, hi, bye, take care, or whatever. I was like, what? That's it? Anyways, on to the next one. The Winter Soldier. Captain America, The Winter Soldier. My favorite Marvel movie until Civil War came out. Love this film. I like the first Captain America as well, but this one, it felt like you were like watching a Terminator movie with the Winter Soldier and everything, and just the action in it, the hand-to-hand combat. Really enjoyed this film. Really enjoyed it. Next is going to be Batman vs. Superman. I already did a video on this. But hey, it's in my Steelbook collection. Yep. A lot of people, let me clarify this. A lot of people thought, see, whenever you go in the store in Best Buy, you would see it packaged, and this would be the front face, and it had the J card on the back. And then a lot of people would see this, and it had the J card on the back. And a lot of people thought it was two different types of Steelbooks. It's not. It's not at all. I think it was two different type of J cards, like the J card that goes on the back. I think it was like Superman's J card was red, and I think Batman's J card was either blue or black or something. But I think that was the only difference, was that J card. Everything else, it was just packaged differently. It was just, I mean, that's it. But yeah, this is the Ultimate Edition. I enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't care too much about. I mean, it was like 50-50. It's very half and half of fans that enjoyed it. But hey, I liked it for what it was. I thought this was the best on-screen Batman we have ever had. Ben Affleck knocked it out of the park. Henry Cavill, whatever his name is, he's good as Superman. Really enjoyed this movie. Didn't care for Lex Luthor. But hey, I do like Jesse Eisenberg as an actor. Just didn't like him in that role. It kind of, his character and his quirkiness was kind of reminded me of Jim Carrey as the Riddler back in Batman Forever. I think it was that one. Yeah, I just felt like it should have taken, since the whole movie is kind of like a dark tone, they should have had a more menacing villain than this nerd. I don't know. Anyways, and what was up with the Jolly Rancher when he pops the Jolly Rancher in his mouth? Here you go. I would have slapped the shit out of him if someone tried to put some candy in my mouth. Anyways, next we are going to do, if you've seen any of my other videos, if you're already subscribe, like this channel, by the way. This is the Bourne Classified Collection. It's got all 4 Bourne films in it. It's got Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, Bourne Ultimatum and Bourne Legacy. Just watched the Bourne Legacy recently for the first time. It was okay. It wasn't as good as the Matt Damon films, but it wasn't a horrible movie, but it was okay. It was alright. It's just whatever. Haven't got to see Jason Bourne yet. Should have saw Jason Bourne instead of Lights Out, by the way. Here's my Mission Impossible, the Ultimate Collection. I don't really like how this is packaged. It's kind of cheap. It's got all the Mission Impossibles in it. Sounds like it's going to break. Some's got disc art, some don't. Rogue Nation doesn't have disc art, and Ghost Protocol. But the first 3 films do. Went ahead and grabbed this. It was a good buy. So, yep. And last but not least, I have Friday the 13th. The complete collection. This is it's kind of like a Steelbook. I hate there's nothing on a spine. I know a lot of people have that complaint because if you want to put it in with your movies, you won't be able to see anything. So a lot of people keep it right here in the front or next to the side to hold up some movies or whatever. But yeah, you open it up and it's kind of got this digibook in it and this band around it. I'll just show it to you real quick. I'm a big horror movie buff, so I had to have this in my collection. Friday the 13th Part 2. Part 3, 3D, the final chapter. Here. Which one's that? The Jason Lives. Jason Takes Manhattan, which I think I've seen way too many times. How the hell is a yacht gonna leave a Crystal Lake and go to Manhattan? Anyways, it was still a fun movie. Jason X, where he's in space. You get like Robo Jason or whatever you want to call him. Freddy versus Jason. Did I pass over? Oh. Okay, I see. That's weird. Oh, Jason Goes to Hell. I passed over Jason Goes to Hell and then Jason X. And Freddy vs. Jason. Wish they'd do another one. And then the remake of Friday the 13th. A lot of people didn't like it. I enjoyed it. I thought the beginning, one of the best opening scenes for a horror film. It was like 22 minutes long. And I was like, whoa. And then you see Friday the 13th. I was like, dang, they should have made a whole movie with those kids or something like that. But then it turns into just a regular old Jason film. I like the directing and the choreography for the kills and Jason himself and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted a little bit more with a remake of the Jason film, to be honest. But it was good. That's about all my complaints. Comes with this Camp Crystal Lake counselor badge, patch, the 3D glasses for Friday the 13th 3D. Haven't opened them. Got digital codes in here, and got this book, which comes with a lot of information about the films, just some stills, behind the scenes stuff. Yep, that's it for my Steelbook collection and my Scream Factory collection. I plan on adding more to my Scream Factory collection, like I said, but that's what I have right now. Just want to do a quick video, show you where I'm at. Like I said, I'm going to do a digital code giveaway, at least 3 titles every weekend. So be looking out for that. Yeah, I'm just gonna present them on the screen. So first come, first serve. So just check it out whenever it posts. And that's it, guys. That's my collection. I just got Deadpool back here. I'm probably gonna get ready to watch this. I haven't seen it in a while. It just hasn't been out very long, but I want to check it out again. I don't think I've really watched it on Blu-ray yet, not all the way through. So yeah, guys, if you ain't subscribed, like this video, comment down below. do you guys collect steelbooks? How many steelbooks do you guys have? What's your favorite steelbook? Because I see that like the UK and stuff like that, they have their own versions of steelbooks, and sometimes theirs look better than ours, or maybe they probably think the same thing, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. I just tend some people say that buying steelbooks is pointless, but hey, I like them. I like them. I'm a sucker for them, so hey, they got my money. Anyways, I'm Destin. This is Destination Station, your number one station. And subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned for that digital code giveaway. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright? Later, shit biscuits.